What's up, everybody? Rob Ferretti, sitting on the old Corvette. Before I head out to SEMA next week, there is a car show coming up on Sunday that I'm going to invite all of you guys out to. And it's a car show that Tony Boniello is doing. He runs a local Cars and Coffee, let's call it chapter here in North Jersey. And he puts on big events. And it's great that this car show is significant in that, A, I will be there with my Corvette, assuming I hook it up to a battery tender and it starts, which it will. I'll make sure that happens. But I'll be there. It'll be in Waldwick, New Jersey, which is just off of Route 17. It'll be 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. this Sunday. It's going to be a little chilly. Grab a jacket, come on out, because this car show, not only is it one of the last opportunities this year to have a car show to sort of just get out there and have your coffee and show off your ride, but it's also raising money for two good causes, one of them being very near and dear to my heart, which is raising money for my niece, Keira. Now, obviously, that's sort of a curveball at you because I haven't brought that up on the channel before. I maintain a balance between my YouTube life and then my personal life. I don't bring my wife, my kids, my family, or extended family onto the channel because there's no real... I'm not that vlogger that's like, here's what my cousin did to me today. It's not something I do. But my niece, Keira, effectively, she's 10 years old now. She had a stroke, is the simplest way to describe it, 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, at the age of 8. Now, there are two things that I tell people that you never want to be an expert in, or you never want to be knowledgeable in, and that's legal matters, and the other one is medical matters, medical conditions. Because if you're fluent and educated on the medical condition, that means you're either living it or know somebody who is, and that sucks. And the same goes with legal. If you're fluent in legalese or legal matters pertaining to anything, that's either, again, you're either living through it, you have lived through it, or it's just something that you know somebody you were close to somebody who went through it, and it sucks either way. But essentially what my niece had happened to her, she had an AVM rupture. An AVM is arterial venous malformation, and the simplest way to describe it would be thinly walled veins. Like you have veins, your body is a network of veins. Imagine having a bundle of extra veins in there. And it's not something people look for. It's not like, oh, well, you got to go get your full body scan at the age of 3, 5, 7. So it's something that you can live your whole life and never have them rupture. Some people have them in their legs. More often than not, they tend to turn up around the brain or in the head. And since they are thinly walled, if they rupture, that's effectively a brain bleed. And effectively, a brain bleed is a stroke. So at the age of 8, my niece had a stroke. And she has been recovering ever since, and it's been a little over 2 years now. And they're going to be raising money, and I thank Tony and everybody that comes out for that. But I'll be bringing this car out on Sunday, so if you want to come out, show some support. I'll even put a link in the description if you're, obviously, I understand my audience is not all local. If you want to show some support for her. It's not for any one thing. It's not, we don't need a wheelchair van. We've already crossed all those bridges as we've progressed. If you look up Fred Simeone with the Auto Museum down in Philadelphia, he actually specializes in stuff like this. So shortly after it happened, I happened to be down there at the Simeone Auto Museum, and we went through all this. So it's a long process of recovery, but there's a substantial recovery process in coming back from something like that. So that is costly, it is burdensome on my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. So it's one of those things that if I can help out and raise some money, I'm happy to do so. And anything you guys are willing to volunteer is much appreciated. If you come out to the car show, I'll bring a couple of boxes of DVDs and Blu-rays happily. Donate, don't donate, doesn't matter. I'll sign them and you guys can have those as well. Signed or unsigned, whatever you want. But I'll bring a bunch of those out to the show. I'll be happy to shake some hands, say hello, but I'm just letting you know where I'm going to be this Sunday morning. Waldwick, New Jersey. It's going to be right by the train station there. It's called the Whistle Stop. If you're not on that email list, I'll also put the details in the description below for the car show. So anyone who wants to come out, show off a car, you don't have to bring anything fancy. You can just come, say hello. I'll be there, happy to say hi. I hope to see you guys out there on Sunday. It is for not only one good cause, but it's for two good causes. They're also raising money for something else. But it's the last couple of weekends that you can even feasibly have a car show this winter, or this fall. So I hope to see you guys out there. Thank you for hearing me out. I don't really have much else to say. So I will see you out there on Sunday. And if I don't see you out there on Sunday, I will see you tomorrow on another video. Rob Ferretti, signing off.